Hey guys, Afreku here, or Passion Fruit or Plus Plus, whatever you want to call me. I'm currently a Ninja main in Twine, and I thought I'd share how I play Ninja at this level. I'm making a video on it because, as of recently, I'm trying to make a video for all or any guides I post because some people prefer the video format over the text format, so I'm trying to accommodate for them. With that being said, I don't really make a lot of videos, so if you have any feedback, feel free to tell me, and I'll try to keep that in mind. It's actually my fourth time recording this already since I messed up a couple times in the first couple ones, and the third one was good, but it was way too long. So anyways, I mostly play Shuriken Master, Dim Mak, and Dragon, and pretty much they're what I'm going to talk about in this video. As for mission levels, I usually stick to 9400 missions since they give me the most XP. I'm currently in the 94 zone, but I've been 94 quest line, but I've been doing 94 and hundreds a while back since that's where my friends were at for progression, and there's really no reason to do a lower mission when you can do a higher level mission and progress with everyone. If you see this, I'm not capped on skill points. I'm just banking them. So before I actually move on to the rest of the video, I just like to say that this is guiding how I play these characters. They aren't the only way to play these characters, but these are the ways I found success with them. So general knowledge. Terms and abbreviations I'll use in this. Well, I won't go over the abbreviations since I won't be using them in the video at least. The first term I'll be talking about is the hero ability damage modifier. That is the stat, and as it says, it's a modifier on ability and gadget damage done by this hero. So basically you can also see it here. You take this number and multiply it by the base damage of the ability to get the number displayed there. That's basically it. That's pretty much the only term that's not specifically specific to ninja. I'll be talking about now. We'll be going about the abilities. Shurikens or throwing stars is a ninja ability on a fairly short cooldown that causes ninjas to throw a shurikens, a projectile that I say may not pass through the intended target harmlessly. Because I say that because it's currently bugged. Don't use it. That TLDR, don't use it. It costs a lot of energy and it's not worth it. It can proc Shadow Stance, but that's not the reason you should use it. The next ability is Dragon Slash. It's a large AoE ability. That can be used to clear weakest thrash mobs and stronger thrash mobs if you're dragon. Or as an escape when you're surrounded. It passes through mobs and can also proc Shadow Stance. The third ability is Smoke Bomb. It's another AoE ability. It has a smaller area than Dragon Slash, but ends up doing more damage over the full duration, even doing more damage than Dragon Slash. It also slows enemies in its radius. So for weapons, I use with ninja. I use range weapons. This is in the guide too. Sadly, melee ninja, and I have nothing against melee ninja. I just don't play it, so I'm not gonna write about it or make a video about it. I use range weapons as said, and anything that can stagger is good. I say that because obviously the advice is if you're facing a blaster, put down walls. But if there's not a lot of blasters, you can just shoot in the face instead of putting it on the wall. So that's why weapon that can stagger is good. So priorities. If you're an ability-based hero, your number one priority should be leveling up and evolving your heroes. This is the biggest way you will gain damage because this is the only way you can increase the stat. Obviously, well, outside of leveling up these. Your next priority is leveling up your survivors, unlocking any of your survivor slots you have. And for leveling up your survivors, I say that as a maybe because it might be more worth it to 5-star, like let's say one of these heroes. Because the example I use is from 4-star to 5-star Shuriken Master. And this Shuriken Master costs 80 rain, 33 lightning, 22 eyes, and 11 shards, while the mythic lead to 5-star is 96 rain. Well, it basically costs a little bit more, and a legendary two legendary survivors also cost more than doing that. And I say that because those are around even values, but the survivors and the two survivors and the mythic lead does end up costing a little bit more. I say that because if you do the 5-starring two legendary survivors, or 5-starring the mythic lead, assuming personality matching, job matching, they will both, either one will give you a 48% damage increase, but in my case, not 48 damage percent increase, 48 increase to it's plus 48 tech, so just plus 48% to the stat, while 5-starring this and leveling it up to max would have given me plus 45. Obviously, making the smaller number bigger is better than making this way larger number bigger, because that's how multipliers work. Obviously, there's exceptions. If you increase this by 1,000, increase this by 1, obviously this will be better. So now we go over the specific heroes. The first hero we'll be talking about is Dimmock Marie, and I'll be going out of order here a bit because I don't want to waste. I'm wasting my time right now. So Dimmock Marie, for hero squads, you run Urban Assault or Shuriken Master here, and that is, or a hero that buffs a specific weapon damage, and that's based around if you're going offense heavy or tech heavy. Don't just go all into one stat, kind of try to keep it even. And basically, if you're going offense heavy, obviously you put the Urban Assault or the specific weapon damage hero in here, and then here you could, if you have a mega base, you can put one. I don't have one, but if you don't have a mega base, just put your highest level hero. So again, about Dimmock, she's centered around Smoke Bomb. I'm not gonna change that because I don't want to waste time. She's centered around Smoke Bomb. Fully leveled, she enters Shadow Stance and gets a 15% movement speed buff upon using it. Energy cost reduced, duration increase, and also it's on-demand shield regen. Because with Dimmock, as soon as you enter Shadow Stance, when you enter Shadow Stance, you immediately regen your shields, and throwing Smoke Bomb will do that. So for playstyle, it doesn't matter if you go tech heavy or offense heavy, you'll play the same way. You'll be playing as a pseudo Deadeye, and what I mean as pseudo Deadeye is you'll basically be running up to your target space and shooting them, so you don't have to deal with damage fall off. You can get away with this because you're very mobile, and you're not as fragile as the other ninjas. You can Smoke Bomb and D-Slash is great for trash clear so that you can focus on key targets such as smashers and blasters. Easiest way to get maximum effectiveness out of your Smoke Bomb, which I would show if this would load, is basically, without having to kite mobs of course around it, just to put it next to a wall or in a funnel if mobs are actually going through it. Like,
but it never hurts to prepare. Where to go? Check out the Storm Shield console menu to deposit resources, or return to the map.
Like right there,
You can leave anytime.
drop Smoke Bomb right there, or actually more like right here since they'll get pushed back here. Or like if there's a natural, like right here, this is actually a funnel since they'll be walking up and walking up here. You could drop the Smoke Bomb right here. If there's not a lot of trash to clear with Smoke Bomb, then just use it for the mobility. It has a very short it has a short cooldown, so don't be afraid to use it for such. As for engaging, I usually D-Slash. Well, usually you want to get a mob low enough so that when you Dragon Slash, you kill it and you enter Shadow Stance. But you do that and then run around a bit, shoot stuff, and then Smoke Bomb. Stay if you can, or get out if you need to. Don't stack them on top of each other though, so you get like max duration and Shadow Stance. The only time you do that is like this is not here, they're like attacking, this is the last wall they're attacking it, so you basically burn everything just to try to kill them. That's the only time I would do it. And moving on, I'll stay in this because I don't really have much to show. Is Dragon Scorch. So Dragon Scorch is a ninja based around the ability Dragon Slash. He gets a 1.5 multiplier to this on top of any other multiplier you have. Fully leveled, he will get said 1.5 multiplier. He enters Shadow Stance. He also has access to Shadow Stance, which basically increases Shadow Stance damage resistance from 15% to 30%. He enters Shadow Stance upon Dragon Slashing, and it has its AoE doubled and length increases 3 tiles. He's also one of the heroes with the highest hero ability damage modifiers in game, and those 4 heroes that have those modifiers are Skirmisher, Shuriken Master, Dragon, and Brawler. All ninjas. I think the highest soldier has, I think Outlander or Soldier comes close to them, and then constructors are just low. Stat priorities, you need tech. Even with the 50% multiplier, you'll need to invest in tech for your abilities to do damage, or for your Dragon Slash to do damage, because elementals basically negate that, since elementals reduce it's a 50% damage reduction. Except, oh yeah, basically. So playstyle, you'll like the mock. You'll be playing pseudo Deadeye, going up into things faces and shooting them. Again, you can get away with this. You don't have the movement speed, but Dragon Slash reduces the cost of, or Shadow Stance reduces the cost of double jump. You can actually just like Dragon Slash, double jump, and then just go away. People say that late game Dragon Slashing and die, but that's not really the case as long as you're aware of the mob common surroundings. Obviously, if you Dragon Slash into a bunch of propanes and explode, you're dead. But if you're aware, you shouldn't really be for trouble. Just like seek angles. Don't Dragon Slash and then be trapped in the middle. Just like see if you can Dragon Slash from one end to the other, or like even if in cases where you end up in the middle of a pack, you can actually probably just jump. You don't even have to double jump over them. It happens all the time. And one of the tips on doing this is I should just add this here and pretend that I didn't put this. Someone else put this here. I usually just make a box, or lately I've just been making a box. But one of my friends just put all this stuff down. So pretend like mobs will spawn like all over here, and they'll basically be moving up here. So this is a natural funnel. You don't even need to put this here. So this is a high traffic area. So what I would do is just go here, Dragon Slash, pretend that this is a cliff, and then I would just double jump up, shoot, and then Dragon Slash off cooldown and repeat. Put a wall here if there's blasters. That's if there's no blasters, you can actually just stay down there and keep Dragon Slashing, because really blasters are the only thing that you have to watch out for, and kind of takers, but you can dodge those easily. And so basically you disengage, you engage using Dragon Slash, and you can disengage just by running away, jumping, or double jumping if you have to. And Smoke Bomb can be used to finish off any low health mobs that are still alive, because sometimes if you don't have high tech, the elemental husk might live with a sliver of HP. As for hero squads, Shuriken Master is a must. If you don't have Shuriken Master, then just obviously the same as Dimmock Tactical, just put whatever heroes you have the highest level of with a high hero bleed damage modifier, and for tactical it doesn't matter either. Just put your highest. Like when I play Dragon, I put Dragon, Legendary SM, because I have 2 Legendary Shuriken Masters. Now for Shuriken Master, which is the last hero we'll be talking about, Shuriken Master is centered around shurikens. She has really high potential, but suffers from obviously bug shurikens, and obviously the nerf didn't help much. She's also one of the heroes with, like I said, with highest hero bleed damage modifier. Fully leveled, her shurikens pierce, causes corrosion, has its cooldown reduced to 3, and energy cost reduced to 15. She does not get access to Shadow Stance, so she is fairly fragile. As for stats, just like Dragon, you need to put a lot of points into because elementals just 50% reduction sucks. So, but you can't put everything into tech, similar to Dragon. Similar to Dragon, because you actually want to put points into offense as well. Because even though shurikens are spammable, they're not on demand. You can't just, like, if there's a smasher, you want to be able to damage it outside of the, you don't just want to be damaging every 3 seconds basically. So don't ignore offense, but prioritize tech. Playstyle, you can play her like the other two, the pseudo Deadeye, but if you're not confident in that, you can play her like a soldier, play her mid-range.
We're not ready to expand,
again, depends on how confident you are,
hurts to prepare.
because
Check out the Storm Shield console
she is
menu
less
to
mobile.
deposit resources, or return to the map.
And I say less mobile
You
because
can leave any
double
time
jump
by
is always
selecting
50,
Leave with Party from the
and she
Storm
doesn't
Shield
get the movement
console.
speed boost that Dimbot gets. This is actually a problem because you're unlike the other two heroes, you actually have to watch your energy. Like the other two heroes, you can Dragon Slash, Smoke Bomb. You don't use Shuriken, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you can just like run around a bit. You're not really gonna be running out of energy much unless you're like constantly sprinting and double jumping outside of Shadow Stance. But, like that's the only time you would run out of energy with those. But with SM, it's Shuriken Master. It's very easy to just run out of energy. Just if you use this on cooldown, you will eventually run out of energy because you lose it faster when you regain it, because if you pay attention, there's a delay to when it actually starts regenning. So it is something you have to watch for. And again, double jumping is 50 energy. That's really expensive. You don't want to use it because that's 50 energy that could have gone towards Shuriken. So just be aware, like especially if you're playing pseudo Deadeye, be aware of your surroundings. Like don't get surrounded, don't get trapped, don't fall off a cliff when you're backing off. And if you do need to double jump, or like if you need to get out, don't double jump out. Just use Dragon Slash out, unless for some reason that wouldn't get you out of the situation, because Dragon Slash actually does damage. So again, I try to hover 50 energy, and that's because since Shurikens only pierce a maximum of 3, it's sometimes better to use Dragon Slash now. So you want to leave that option open in case you actually wanted to use it. And then always try to keep mobs lined up, usually as well. That goes without saying it, because you want to pierce with your shurikens. And the one thing I have to say is, if it's like a target moving from here to here, you don't want to use your mouse to readjust. You want to just walk like parallel, or like as parallel to them as you can. And then I'm gonna throw up a chart on the screen, and that's basically a shuriken usage flow chart. I'll put in the description below. It doesn't go into depth, but it's basically most of the things I think about when I'm thinking, should I use shurikens or not? I mean, should I throw the shuriken or not? Anyways, closing words. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned something from it. As I said before, I don't make a lot of videos, so any feedback is appreciated. I've enjoyed playing Ninja, especially these three, during my time playing Fortnite, and if you enjoyed them too, I'd suggest sticking with them. While Urban Assault plus Special Forces is the current meta, it doesn't mean you can't play what you like, and it's kind of what I made this video and post, to show that it is possible to play other heroes. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.